So, welcome back, friends, in this JLPT series where you learn about Japanese. So, today is our class 13, and in this class, we will learn our JLPT N5 chapter 1. And in this chapter, we will explain this in depth. So, in this class, we will explain this. So, what is this? So, this is a copella in Japanese, often translated as is MR in English, and it links the subject to a noun or a object, indicates what is something or describing its state, and it is not used with verbs. Instead, verbs have their own conjugations. So why is this used? So for politeness, to add politeness, it makes sentence polite, and for clarity, it provides structure and formality, especially in written Japanese. And for completeness, in casual speech, nouns and adjectives are sometimes stand alone, but in formal speech, this is necessary. So, when is this used? So, with nouns and adjectives, but not with verbs, and to make statements polite and used in both present and past tense. So, how is this used in Japanese? So, it follows nouns and adjectives directly, and it does not attach to our verbs. And for I adjectives, this can follow them for politeness but don't change their form. So let's see the usage with different word types, like word type noun, adjectives, I adjectives, and verbs, and the examples and the usage. So first sentence is Kare wa sensei desu, means he is a teacher. And second is, which is na adjective sentence, kono heya wa kirei desu, means this room is clean. And the next is I adjective sentence, kono hon wa omoshiroi desu, means this book is interesting. And in this is optional, but it makes it polite. And for verbs, it cannot be used with verbs that I already told you. Now understand formal versus informal use of this. Like for formal use, it is used in polite conversation and writing. Like kore wa hon desu. This is a book. And for casual speech, we use the. It is used in informal speech like with friends or family members. And kore wa honda means this is a book. And very casual, we have omitted sometimes, like korehon means this book. Now let's see some sentence structures in different tense. For present tense, the structure is nouns, adjective, and plus this. So first is kore wa sensei desu, means he is a teacher. And for present negative, we have structure nouns, adjectives, plus denwa arimasen, ja arimasen, dewanai, or janai. So we can use any of from them. So denwa arimasen, most formal, ja arimasen, polite or spoken, dewanai, casual, written, and janai, it is very casual or spoken. So example is kore wa sensei deva arimasen, means he is not a teacher. And the past tense is nouns, adjectives plus deshita. Deshita. So example is kare wa sensei deshita, means he was a teacher, not now, in the past. And the next example is for past negative, like for structure is nouns, adjectives, 電話ありませんでした. ja arimashen deshita. De wa nakatta or janakatta. For example is kare wa sensei de wa arimashen deshita. Means he was not a teacher. We are talking about the past. Example sentences. This is Japanese, this is English, and this is Ramaji, means Romanized form of Japanese. So the first example is Kore wa hon desu, means this is a book. This is a book. The next is Ano shito wa isha desu, means that person is a doctor. And the next is Kare wa shinshetsu desu, means he is a kind, means he is kind. The next is Kono mise wa shizuka desu, means this store is quiet. The next is Kanojo wa Nihonjin de wa arimasen, means she is not a Japanese. The next is Kono eiga wa omoshiroi desu, means this movie is interesting. The next is Sore wa mondai janai, means that's not a problem. The next is Kino wa samukatta desu, means yesterday was cold. The next is Koko wa shizuka janakatta, means this place wasn't quiet. The next is kore wa daiji no kotto desu, means this is important. So let's see some examples using nouns with this. So the first is kore wa pen desu, means this is a pen. The next is kare wa sensei desu, means he is a teacher. The next example is watashi wa gakusei desu, means I am a student. The next is kanojo wa isha desu, means she is a doctor. The next is koko wa gakkou desu, means this is a school. And asoko wa ginko desu, means that place over there is a bank. And next is kore wa atarashii hon desu, means this is a new book. The next is Tokyo wa okina toshi desu, means Tokyo is a big city. The next is kare wa yume na sakka desu, means he is a famous writer. And the next is kore wa totemo daiji na hanashi desu, means this is very important story. Now let's see some present negative sentences. Present negative sentences, nouns plus dema arimasen or ja arimasen. So first is kore wa sumaho dema arimasen, means this is not a smartphone. The next is kare wa sensei dema arimasen, means he is not a teacher. The next is watashi wa isha dema arimasen, means I am not a doctor. The next is koko wa byoin ja arimasen, means this is not a hospital. The next is asoko wa ginko de wa arimasen, means that place over there is not a bank. The next is sore wa nihon no eiga ja na arimasen, means that is not a Japanese movie. And the next is kono machi wa shizuka na basso de mo arimasen, means this town is not quiet place. The next is kare wa yume na kashu ja arimasen, means he is not a famous singer. The next is kore wa anata no pasokon de mo arimasen, means this is not your computer. The next is それは重要な問題ではありません means this is not an important issue. Now let's see some present now let's see some present tense simple sentence nouns plus でした The first is これは昔の本でした means this was an old book. The next is 彼は去年学生でした means he was a student last year. The next example is 彼女は3年前先生でした means she was a teacher 3 years ago. The next is ここは昔小さいな村でした means this was a small village in the past. The next is それはとても大きな問題でした means that was a very big problem. The next is この町は昔とても静かでした means this town was very quiet in the past. The next is 彼は前の会社でマネージャーでした means I was a manager at his previous company. The next is 昨日は雨の日でした means yesterday was a rainy day. The next is これは有名な映画でした means this was a famous movie. The next is それはとても楽しいイベントでした means that was a very fun event. Now let's see some past negative sentences. Nouns plus でもありませんでした or じゃありませんでした So first is これは本でもありませんでした means this was not a book. The next is 彼は医者でもありませんでした means he was not a doctor. The next is 私は去年先生でもありませんでした means he was not a teacher last year. And the next is ここは静かな場所じゃありませんでした means this was not a quiet place. The next is 彼女は昔歌手でもありませんでした means she was not a singer in the past. The next is それは簡単なテストでもありませんでした means that was not an easy test. The next is この町は5年前大きな都市でもありませんでした means this town was not a big city 5 years ago. The next is 彼は社長じゃありませんでした means he was not the company president. The next is それは楽しい旅行でもありませんでした means that was not an enjoyable trip. Now these are the questions and their answer were possibly in the above mentioned format. So the first question is これは何ですか means what is this? So the possible answer is これはパンです。これはパンです。The next question is あの人は誰ですか means who is that person? The answer is あの人は先生です。means that person is a teacher. And now let's see some question of whose is this? So question is この本は誰のですか means whose book is this? So the possible answer is それは私の本です。means that is my book. The next question is, Kore wa anata no sumaho desu ka? Means, is this your smartphone? So the possible answer is hai, means yes. Sore wa watashi no sumaho desu. Yes, this is my smartphone. And now let's see some more examples. Now let's see some more questions from where. Like first question is koko wa doko desu ka? Means where it is. So koko wa gakusei desu means this is a school. The next question is ano hito totemo wa nan desu ka? Means what is that building? So the possible answer is are wa byoin desu. Means that is a hospital. Now let's see some what time questions. The question is kyou wa nan youbi desu ka? Means what day is today? The possible answer is kyou wa getsuyobi desu. Means today is Monday. The next question is kyou wa nan nichi desu ka? Means what date is today? So possible answer is kyou wa gogotsu fukatsuka desu. Means today is May 2nd. So the video is end here and I will meet you in the next video. So keep practicing Japanese and you will become a fluent Japanese speaker in some time.